I'm sure when it comes to a lot of you, I'm preaching to the choir when I point blank say that. I thought I brushed my hair today. Hold on. Maybe I didn't. Actually, I probably did brush my hair and then I went back to bed. Or I simply didn't brush my hair. So, I'm preaching to the choir when I say when you're depressed, your life still passes by. You know, life still goes on. Life still passes by. Time still goes by. It's just going by for you in like slow motion. Because everything takes more energy to do. There's a lot of things we need to do here before I leave. What do you mean before you leave? I'm not getting into it. Suffice to say, it's not my mom wanting me to leave. It's pretty much as usual over the years, her wanting to have her cake and eat it too. We're not going to get into that. So, in any case, there's things that need to be done. And it's a progression. And I've been just in a rut, you know. I've been slowly doing shit. But, you know, life is going by and, you know, I'm 50, I'm gonna be 51. I just have to get my ass in gear, so, you know. She found somebody from church who will pick up that box spring mattress and bring it, you know, get rid of it, bring it to the dump. After that, we can get these rugs done. Remember, all my containers can't be in my room. They need to be somewhere else. So what did I show you? Slowly, all these clothes were mixed in with all those bags and all thrown in that laundry room. Not anymore. I've been slowly washing the clothes. As you saw, all those bags and plastic bags and whatnot piled up in front of my door. You saw all the containers out here in the other video from last week or whenever it was. And we're getting this done. Get the rugs done. Former godsend woman says you actually can train an older dog, even an old dog like Omar, but you have to have your rugs done so he doesn't smell his urine, the dog doesn't smell its own urine, and then you have to put him out every half hour without fail. Every half an hour. She didn't come up that on her own, she read it in a book. My mom wants these rugs done. I want the rugs done to me and these couches. But again, it's step by step. You know what I mean? I didn't want to contact God Jung. I believe when I was going to contact God Jung before, They have like a minimum of 179. Like I remember something like that where, gut junk usually don't just do a box spring mattress. Usually somebody who's a box spring mattress gets a friend or to bring it, to throw it away in the dump, you know what I mean? To bring it somewhere. Not, so I didn't have anybody, of course, but she found someone from church. Thank God, hopefully, if the person comes through for us. I count on nothing nowadays. I trust in nothing. I count on nothing. We've needed that front railing replaced for years. Years. It would have been replaced years ago had my mom's sister not had psychological control over her and not been such a cheap bitch, okay? Cheap, controlling bitch. What we thought was only psychological, and then one of the things we found out totally by accident was that despite writing on the court papers, my sister's able to handle her own affairs, blah, 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 whatever, Auntie was secretly my mom's Social Security payee. And you should have seen the look on my mom's face when we sat there and the woman saying, your sister's your Social Security payee. My mom said, no, she's not. No, she's not. Yeah, she is. We can't tell you anything about what bank account or anything this is going into. No, she's not. Supposed joint account that wasn't. Oh, the list is endless. Anyway, that needs to be done, okay? The front door needs to be fixed. The front door needs to be fixed. That's needed to be fixed for years, okay? It's not a cheap thing either. My mom needs to dip into her savings and get this shit done. This is important shit, you know? When the cops had to break in, when I broke my foot a couple years ago, because I ran out of energy. I literally couldn't move. I was dragging around a broken foot. I was in agony. And I didn't want to be naked, so it probably took me a good half hour. And I didn't know how fast the police would come when I called them. You know what I mean? I didn't call them right away. I called them when I felt like I was almost done, and then they got here faster than I could get from my bedroom where I was struggling to put my panties on, out to here to let them in, and they're not going to play around. They broke in the door. Remember, had to crawl with a broken foot and chase down Omar and get him so he's safe in the cage, you know. Please don't play around. They don't play around. I'm sorry, but anybody, your dog is in danger. If the dog is, Omar's this little pug, but he acts like a friggin' pit bull. Now, what else did I show you? Oh, yes, you already know about the shower door falling off. Some of you know that. Well, my mom fell last night, in the middle of the night. She's on powerful psych meds, including Ativan and narcotic. And, it's hardly exclusive to her, the elderly falling. It's a huge problem, okay? I heard a bang, and I knew something had happened. And what had happened was, that door is just that one door there where I keep it up here and I take a shower anyway, and I pile up blankets and towels. I've been taking a shower only like once a week, and she instinctively grabbed onto that door, even though it's smooth and it's not gonna help her, and anything's gonna fall on her and smash her head. I told her that, but that's what happened anyway. It's just instinct. You just reach out to grab anything. She fell, I guess, getting up off the toilet. She doesn't really know what happened, but she didn't fall while on the toilet. I'm like, Mom, you couldn't have fallen while on the toilet. You're steady. You're sitting on a surface. It had to have been when you were getting up. She doesn't know, but she was there beside the tub in the toilet, sitting on the ground with her pants down at her, you know. And I was terrified. And what you saw was the result of that door. That fucking door could have fallen on her. It's all scary. With the contractor, you know, taking forever to come back. The one day she was going to come back, I had to get over down to this specialist, his eye specialist, far away, and I don't regret doing that. I don't care. I don't regret it. My mom doesn't dare take a shower. She's just been sponge bathing and hasn't washed her hair. And now she's not supposed to take a shower for a week anyway. Contractor promised this. She's had some problems too with family. I'm not. She's had some things happen, but she promised me she would come this week. And then remember, she had a helper, the guys that I'm not too happy with anyway. She's like, well, he could come if you want, even if I can't come. I'm like, no, you know that I want you here. Of course I want her here. She's where I can say, no, I don't want it that way. I don't feel comfortable with her helper. No. So no, we can wait. And then, what I showed you, the tub drain, I don't understand. I cannot for the life of me understand how that knob shifted over the months that I hadn't taken a bath. However it did, I don't know. I told you I have my suspicions about her plumber. I'll just leave it at that. Things are not allowed to say out on YouTube, but you know, she wouldn't give me his, you know, church woman said, well, if he's legitimate, she'll give you his license. I don't want to get him into trouble. Yeah. I don't know what the hell he did. I don't know if I trust anything any of them did, if you want to know the truth. It's all behind the scenes. What I do know is about 2.5, 3 months ago, when they came back here with the plumber that I got to meet for the first time, the tub drain worked, and that knob wasn't facing to the side. It was up and down. He lived up, and now suddenly, by osmosis, apparently, it's facing to the side, and I really wanted to take a bath desperately, since I can't really take showers. You know, I don't want to risk taking showers very often. We're talking like once a week. I've sponge bath too, you know, but it's just not the same as a nice shower. And I need to wash my hair, you know. Now, I told her about that, but yeah, no fucking way is she gonna send her helper here. You're getting your butt here. I hope you do my closet too. But I'm gonna have her look at that drain. But if she says the plumber has to come back, I'm like, nope, we'll pay for it. We'll have our plumber here. I just want you to acknowledge that this is bullshit. And how did it happen? I do not understand it. I went to go take a bath. I was all excited. I had Epsom salts, and I was going to take a nice bath. And I'm like, I don't pay attention to the tub drain. I never need to pay any attention to it unless I'm taking a bath, which I never do, very rarely. Hadn't taken one in months since when he fixed it the last time. And I'm like, that knob looks different. That was not to the side. Do I have pictures? Can I prove it? And it's not holding water at all. Like at all. It goes immediately down the drain. Whereas before it was doing a slow going down, and it still had to be fixed. But now it's shifted on its own by osmosis. I don't know. Like I said, I have my suspicions about her, the plumber she uses. I don't believe for a second he's licensed, and you know, a church woman didn't for a second believe that he knew what he was doing. You know, I don't know. But anyway, it's just like I ordered these vitamins for life extension. I had them on auto ship, and then they came, I think, when we were in that hotel. Finally, I canceled the auto ship, but I mean, I haven't been taking my vitamins. My mother hasn't been taking her vitamins. I've been in slow motion. I gotta get my ass in gear because life's just gonna pass me by. I mean, it's just passing by, you know. So what I just showed you is me getting my ass in gear. I've been doing it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I waited till last. I've been doing all this slowly. It's a slow, painful process. Painstaking, not painstaking process. Okay. My room's just about clean. I've ordered how many times those 6 plastic containers that I love. I love them. They're so much more wonderful than boxes. And if, God forbid, you have a flood in your house or something, here's my important papers and pictures and 130 hardcover journals that span my whole life. Not my whole life, but my whole adult life and into my teenage years, actually, into my college years, and all my calendars that I told you I keep, like him. Like, I can't think of his name now, but you know, the one that had the controversy, Supreme Court judge, Kavanaugh. Yeah, I've stacked this high of calendars that span ages 18 until now, so 32 years. Anyway, that's a no-brainer. Plastic containers are waterproof versus a paper box. That's just one of the benefits. Selena was telling me years ago you should get containers and not have your stuff in boxes. Boxes are just not as sturdy. They can fall out. All kinds of things can happen with boxes. It don't happen with these wonderful containers. Plus they're clear and I can see what's in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. I have 10 piled up. I had to show Omar so he knows he can't go through. Being blind, he doesn't know. Just show. Another mass shooting. Unbelievable. They're looking into it being a pot, and he's not dead, so we get to know why. You know, when they die, get shot, we don't get to know why. There is no why. There really isn't. It's somebody filled with rage who just wants to kill and I mean, they're looking into it as a possible hate crime. How could it be a hate crime when it's done at a mall? I mean, people of all races, all colors, all whatever, go to a fucking mall. I mean, it's not like in a church that say, you know, there's a certain, you know, like when the synagogue, like when that horrible mass shooting happened, you know, it's like, I don't see how it could be a hate crime. Not targeted against any specific person, and he shot indiscriminately. And we were listening to this eyewitness account. This woman and her mom and her daughter pulled into Walmart and watched this unfold, as in the guy, the suspect, must have got out of his car and he shot down people on his way in. And she says she was transfixed. She watched it, you know, and it happening. And then he just methodically, just very calm, walked into Walmart and started shooting it. The death count at first they were saying 15, then 18, and now they've upped it to 20. Every time you turn around, the fact is, the last mass shooting at the Garlic Festival was just what, a couple days ago. They're gonna treat these shooters now are gonna try to outdo each other. Most of them wind up dead. Makes me think instead of committing suicide, they want to kill as many people as possible and then die. But some of them don't. This one's alive. He surrendered without being shot. But anyway, the Garlic one, he purchased his gun legally. And no, I don't believe for a second that we should just ban all guns. I know people who are outraged and just that's what they want to see happen. I totally believe that thing where they say you get rid of all guns, only the criminals will have guns. People find a way to get guns anyway. And then there's other ways to kill anyway. Mow people down with vehicles. Like around here in Massachusetts, somebody was beaten to within an inch of his life by a baseball bat in a park or something. And then a person being interviewed on there was like, yeah, whether it's a gun, a knife, a baseball bat, you know, people will find a way if they want to hurt other people. I don't know. No one's safe anywhere. That's the bottom line. No one's safe anywhere. Nobody is safe anywhere. This one didn't want to die. He wanted to kill but not die, because if he surrendered, or he would have been shot and possibly killed. He surrendered. Young, another young one, 20-something, 21. That's like the age of the girls. All the rest of us shit. My mom's like, there's another shooting. I'm like, but I just woken up and, from a nap in her bedroom before. She's like, there's another mass shooting. Like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, oh my god, this is a major one. A mall, it started, and I guess this mall has Walmart. It's first my mom was saying, it was at a mall. I said, why does it keep saying Walmart then? It's because just like certain malls have Target, this mall here in Texas has a Walmart, but it's still a whole mall, and then it has a Walmart. I charged this. I don't think it will run out. I was putting some of my texts onto camera. Remember I told you not to do that. It's my version of what that true story Milk, what he was doing when he believed that somebody was going to kill him. Not that I believe someone's going to kill me, but it's, I don't want to lose the text, and it's actually interesting to me to hear them, to hear me read them. They document my, you know, my life over the past year, and they're detailed like nothing else. It's like a diary, because every time something shitty happens, it makes me want to just fucking, I text Lena Joe, and usually the church woman too. So it is like a documentation. It's a diary. And it's more powerful hearing it than just reading it. But I only have so much room for sent texts before they start deleting themselves up. It's easy enough to save them. This is the internet age. It's easy enough to save them, and then I can delete them when I have them saved. Remember, texts are dated too, so it really is like a fucking diary. It's like, it's nothing I don't remember, trust me. But in the text, it's going in order. And there might be some things I forget here. And I still have old inbox texts from my aunt. Told you I thought I'd lost my phone forever. I was so upset. Why was I so upset? Not over a $20 flip phone. I was upset about the text. It turned out my mom had taken both her phones with her that day. I mean, both my phone and her phone, and had them in the same pocket. And you know her, she's stubborn. I'm like, Mom, are you sure? Where's my phone? This is ridiculous. We went out. You had my phone. I didn't bring a purse. We went out, and you know, to karaoke. And remember I told you I sang. sang karaoke the whole time and made sure I did it before I got, too drunk. Which made a difference. I held my own, whereas last time I tried to do karaoke at a different place when I was way too drunk. It didn't turn out very well.